Hello, I'm Rashi Goel and I'm pursuing BLLB from University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, Dehradun. And currently, I'm a legal intern at LEXIS and Company for the month of June. So in today's video, I'll be talking about the jurisdictional issues in e-commerce business in India. The court of law primarily have to deal with territorial and pecuniary jurisdiction. Related to e-commerce dispute, deciding the territorial jurisdictions get more complicated. Mainly because when it comes to internet, there is no boundaries between the countries. Now let's discuss about the provisions of Indian law. The websites registered in India to conduct e-commerce are governed by various Indian laws, such as Information Technology Act 2000, Consumer Protection Act 1986, Code of Civil Procedure 1908, and if there is any criminality involved in the e-commerce which are defined in Indian Penal Code 1860 or violation of the intellectual property laws such as the Copyright Act 1957 or the Patent Act 1970, then such can be dealt with appropriately by summoning the identity of the either party in the dispute. The rule formed under IT Act 2000 defines the e-commerce websites operating in India are the intermediaries, and therefore they need to do due diligence to the cyber law. Now further let's talk about the IT Act 2000. The preamble of IT Act 2000 states that an act to provide legal recognition for transactions which are to be carried out by electronic means or data interchange and any other means of electronic communication, commonly referred to as electronic commerce, which involves the use of alternative to the paper-based methods of communication and storage of information, and to facilitate electronic filing of documents with the government agencies. Let's take one illustration. If a person residing in UK commits a fraud through an e-commerce website, then this person can be prosecuted in India under the Information Technology Act 2000. Next, let's talk about Indian Penal Code 1860. A person who commits an offence using e-commerce can also be charged under Indian Penal Code 1860 and will be prosecuted according to the Criminal Procedure Code 1973. For example, a person residing in Singapore commits an offence from Singapore under section 420 of IPC through a website, then such person can be charged under this code. Further, let's talk about the jurisdiction. There are basically two main jurisdictions theory. First is in rem and second is in personam jurisdiction. Let's talk about in rem jurisdiction. It is the jurisdiction which is related to a thing. Intellectual property rights such as copyright, registered trademark or patent rights are all right in rem. However, when a person violates the copyright of another person during e-commerce, then this becomes the right in personam. And the jurisdiction matters. For example, a trademark holder in India files an in rem action against the internet domain name themselves on the theory that the domain names incorporating their famous trademark violates the Trademark Act 1999 and are subjected to the cancellation and transfer to the trademark owner. Such in rem complaint does lack the personal jurisdiction and would raise a statutory concern. And second is in personam jurisdiction. In personam means related to personal. Section 19 and 20 of Civil Procedure Code provides for the jurisdiction of court where a civil suit could be filed and defended when a person commits or is defending a tort. These action provides jurisdiction when tort arises out of contract. However, when there is no contract or not even a quasi-contract. Let's discuss it with the case law. In World Wrestling Entertainment versus MS Mishra Collection and others, in this the appellant was a company who was registered in United States of America and respondent was a company from Mumbai. The suit was decided by a single bench of Delhi High Court, and while overturning the order of single bench, it was held that the jurisdiction in e-commerce cases involving trademark and copyright disputes would be determined by the buyer's place of residence. This clearly shows that the current laws in India relating to e-commerce lack prescription in any form of enactment to establish a specific jurisdictions which deals with the matters pertaining to the infringements on the intellectual property rights during e-commerce activities. Thank you everyone for watching my video. I hope you like it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to let me know your feedback in the comment section. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy.